Hello Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus and Rising. This is your weekly read for the week commencing the 3rd of March. We are in March and the sun is shining and it just feels lovely. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can do via the link in my bio. It's all donation based, so regardless of what you donate, you will always get a 30-minute reading with me. Let's pull the energies for you this week, Taurus. One card's already come out. It says mindfulness. Stay present and aware in the moment. So thinking about where you are now, how far you've come, how your journey has been a progression, and not looking back on what was or thinking about what the future is. Just recognizing that it's time for you to stay present now and enjoy things now. We have empowerment and generosity. So this says, empower yourself with positive beliefs and be generous with your time, energy, and resources. So these three are your cards for the energy that you should be embodying this week. I'll pop it down here. Hopefully you can see them. We'll refer back to them if I need to. But let's get the rest of your energies out here. For Taurus, please, Source. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. For Taurus, what are the energies this week for the beautiful Taurus? My beautiful Taurians, thank you. We have safe travel. So you guys are doing some kind of traveling here. If you could be going on vacation, or you could just be going on through a mental journey, a progression. That's what I thought. We have relief. So there's something here that you have let go of, something that you've tried to. I'm hearing you've stopped explaining yourself. You've stopped giving reason for what it is that you want to do. We've got protection at the bottom there. You've stopped explaining yourself. So if this is a journey you're going on and people are asking, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? It's like, just a simple, not your business, or no. And then you're just stopping. You're not explaining yourself any further. It's like you don't need to know why I'm doing what it is that I'm doing. Okay, but do be mindful of the words, of how you communicate, and staying in the present, and appreciating things. What else do we have here? Empowerment. There we go. Empowerment. I was feeling that. I was feeling like you've stopped over-explaining yourself. If there's something that you don't feel comfortable in doing, you don't want to do, you're not going to do it. You're kind of saying, that's it, I'm done. Look at that. We've got roots. And then we have solar calm. Okay, so you're kind of astrologically, you're perfectly fine. You're calm. You're not overanalyzing. You're not overthinking. Bottom of the deck, we have Taurus. We have you, cultivate. You are working on your roots, Taurus. You're having a look at the foundations that you've built, foundations you want to set, how you want to move forward in life, how you want to bring some kind of relief in your everyday practicalities of life, how you want to have things set in stone moving forward. You're very much like, I want to do this because I want to do it. I also want to do things because it's how I want things to be in the future. But again, being mindful and staying present in the moment is also something that you need to just be aware of. We have orphaned, which is all about feeling misunderstood, feeling like no one really understands why you're doing what you're doing. And then we have come to the edge. There's definitely a new journey that you're on here, but for some of you, you could be feeling a little bit like nobody understands why I'm doing what I'm doing. And at the bottom of the deck, you have deep knowing. So well and truly, Taurus, you know what's good for you here. You know the roots that you're setting are for a stronger foundation. It's for what you want to do in the long term. It's how you want to set up your life. And I don't feel like you're compromising here, Taurus. I feel like you're very much, this is what I want now, and I'm doing this. I feel like some of you are doing this just to be happy. And a lot of you could be kind of looking at who you used to give your energy to, who deserves your time, who deserves who deserves your reciprocity? Like, is it equal give and take? Do you really give me the time back? Are you really there for me? You are holding on. You are standing your ground. Four of Pentacles to the Five of Swords. There may have been some kind of dispute or quarrel, or I don't want to say petty argument, because it could have come across petty to the other individual. Ten of Pentacles, family. So this could have been around family members. Again, that is your roots, the way you're setting your foundations. I feel like you're making your roots stronger, and you're taking the weeds out. I'm plucking out things that just don't align with me anymore. So it could be that you stood your ground, and because you stood your ground, it caused a little bit of upset and just unnecessary conflict. But I think you walked away from this, Taurus. I don't think you really entertained much of this. So we have the King of Swords, which is, I feel this is you. Eight of Wands, communication, words thrown around. What else do we have? Thank you. We have the King of Cups. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Eight of Pentacles. This is good because it shows that you're willing to work on the situation. There's something that you're willing to, at least hear them out. You're like, okay, I'm willing to hear you out in what it is that you want to say. But I feel like you're kind of in your masculine energy this week, male or female, it doesn't matter, but you're taking charge. You're putting your foot down. Four of Pentacles. You're sticking to your guns here. You're like, this is like me starting a new journey. As I say that, new journey, the Chariot comes out. And this is divinely guided as well. Page of Cups. You're sincerely just doing this. Let me see if I can get this down a bit. You're sincerely doing this just because you want to feel joyful. You want there to be an atmosphere and an environment where it's enriched with love and purity and heartfelt connections that are very much, you align with me. I do feel that this week for you, Taurus, if you're not going on a physical journey, I feel like it's an emotional journey. With the King of Cups here to the Chariot, kind of tells me that this journey that you're going on is going to be an emotional one, but it's one where you are calmly negotiating it. I don't know why I'm saying negotiating. Calmly putting your point across. You're not allowing your emotions to get the better of you. You're being very collected, cool. You've thought about this, because for you to have the King of Swords and the King of Cups, they are very experienced in the fields of communication and being sincere when it comes to empathy as well. So you're quite empathetic to whoever or whatever the situation is. You very much, I empathize with you. I can see the difficulties that you're going through, or I can see how difficult the situation is to navigate out of it. But also I need to make sure that I'm fulfilled in it. I cannot sacrifice what it is that I truly want to please other people, because we've got that generosity. Be generous with your time, energy, and resources. And when they say be generous, it's not a fact of, okay, I'll dump everything that I've got going on and just cater to the other energy. No, it's a fact of you knowing that, hold on, I've assessed this. I'm looking at my foundations. I'm looking at my roots. I'm being calm about this. And this is bringing you relief, Taurus. Excuse me. I kind of something in my throat there. So you may have in the past not been able how to communicate this in a way where you articulated your words correctly for the situation. You may have got quite emotional in the past, but now Source is saying to you, you have the ability to have this conversation. And I keep saying conversation because we have the Eight of Wands here. The Eight of Wands is all about words, incoming communication. It's kind of fast paced, and it feels like it all may come at you at the same time. So it could be this week there's just a lot coming at you, but you're taking your time and saying, do you know what, I'm just going to work on one thing this week. But with the Chariot and the King of Cups, it's very much like you're being driven and you're being guided into this direction of leading whatever this energy is, or making a decision based with this circumstance, situation, job, friendship, romantic partnership, it's very much you need to be cool, calm, and collected. You cannot go firing bells when you're discussing this. You need to stay calm. So it's kind of like, rest assured that the universe is there helping you to guide you. You may end up seeing like signs and synchronicities as well. Like things may just fall into place out of nowhere, and you think, oh, okay, well, that's kind of relieved me from that discussion. I don't need to address that anymore. It could be that the person just comes into sudden realization, and it's like, okay, well, that's kind of out of the way. I do kind of feel here, though, with the King of Swords and the Nine of Wands, this isn't the first time you're having this conversation. This isn't the first time that this has been discussed. What has changed, though, here, Taurus, I can see, is how, what's the word I'm looking for? How assertive you're being. You're very much like, I know that this is the best interest for you and for me, or for these energies. So I'm going to take the lead in this, because we've tried time and time again, and it hasn't worked. So this time I'm going to do things my way, because it's proven that it works. I think you've had a lot of time to kind of find a solution in how to navigate this dynamic, how to move forward with it in a way where it works best for you and for the other party. So I feel like you are more knowledgeable and more wiser in this situation, because you've had to deal with it again. This is like positive reinforcement when you put up your boundaries. I feel like some of you are reinforcing your boundaries, but gently as well, because of that King of Cups there. But what I like about this is because the King of Swords is there. The King of Swords is someone that's extremely knowledgeable. They have the wisdom, not just through knowledge when it comes to education or reading books. It's experience from lived experience. It's wisdom and knowledge from lived experience. And it confirms that with the Nine of Wands. There's so many times you've been through this, and it's like, this has got to change. So I'm going to take the lead in this. It could be that you're dealing with a air sign and a water sign, because they're the two prominent energies that I see here, and Cancerian, a lot of Cancer energies actually, and Pisces. But with this Eight of Wands and Eight of Pentacles, you're willing to listen to whatever this is, whatever kind of communication's coming in. You're like, okay, well, we'll work on it, but we'll need to work at one thing first. We need to take it down into bite size, and we need to dissect it and really get to the root of the problem. Really, truly find out what it is that's causing this conflict, this Five of Wands. You know, what's the root of the problem? And then when you get to the root of the problem, you work on that, and then you finish healing that. And then when you've finished healing that, you move on to the next. Because I think there could be a couple of things here. Five, maybe, with the Five of Swords, I don't know. But it feels like you're holding on to a lot of things as well. And when you hold on to things, it just causes resentment. So it's very much like Source saying to you, you need to let go of some of the things here. And the only way you're going to let go of those things is through communication, but communicating in a way where you are not being emotional or allowing your emotions to get the better of you, and also not being spiteful, hurtful, just looking at things factually based on past behavior, based on past patterns, picking that up and saying, look, something has to change here, because this isn't moving, this isn't going anywhere. So let's have a look and see what signs are surrounding you this week. So there is relief after this conversation, and it feels like you do kind of, Scorpio. You've got Scorpio. There is some kind of relief after the conversation, and after another Scorpio card. Wow. Are you seeing this? Yes, you are. Okay. After the conversation, there is a lot of release here. It does come out. This is insane. They're like, that is it. You have two Tauruses, and then you have two Scorpios. So Taurus, either you were the person with Scorpio placements, or you're dealing with a Scorpio, or you're dealing with another Taurus, but source is like very specific. Oh, look at that. We've got Capricorn at the bottom. Apologies. We have one Capricorn, which is the Capricorn energy is ruled by Mars, and it's also the devil. So there could be like a power struggle here, Taurus. There could be some kind of power struggle of who needs to be right, but I feel, again, empowerment, empowering yourself with positive beliefs, but knowing that it's just, maybe sometimes it's just cut your losses and just move on to something. My God, I'm wearing a jumper and I am squelching in this. I am all of a sudden like extremely hot. I just want to get one card to clarify these oracles. What's safe travels for Taurus, please? Thank you. They've given me 2. So we have, the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords. Again, you're learning. You've learned from the past that, again, to handle things with emotional regulation. And also you're learning that you may not know everything, you're not claiming to know everything, Taurus, but you do know that you need to go on a journey on your own, possibly, and you need to do this on your own, because those 2 energies are very studious energies. They're young, so it's kind of like, for some of you, you're releasing the burdens, you're letting go of feeling that you have to fulfill this responsibility and obligations to yourself, to know everything. Like, Rome was not built in a day, Taurus, so take it easy, small chunks, small bite size. What's clarify, solar calm, and imam coli with root, please, source? Clarify this for me for Taurus. Thank you. Wow, 10 of Pentacles. You really are setting the roots and foundations for your future. And someone got this in one of the readings where it was about loyalty. I think it was was it Libra? I think it was Libra. This is about loyalty, like having a look at who's by your side, who's there for you, who's sticking through, like through and through. Again, with generosity, like who deserves your time and energy, who deserves your resources. What's come to the edge and orphaned, please? Because come to the edge is taking a leap of faith, going on that new adventure, taking the risk, opening the door and walking through it. And then orphaned is like, nobody understands why I'm doing what I'm doing. Nobody understands me. You feel a little bit left out. You may feel a little bit alone. And it's not a nice feeling to feel, but it's also a dark night of the soul. Look at that. No one understands me. No one knows why I'm doing this. The energies that you're working with this week, Taurus, is very much that you don't want to be financially depleted anymore in the future. You're like, I will not go back to that. 2 of Pentacles. You're juggling between the ideas. You're already doing a lot. You're already fulfilling your obligations to the limit. So it's like taking on anything else makes you feel like you are going to be financially depleted. King of Pentacles is someone that knows that it's a guaranteed success. So if you are willing, or you're looking into doing or starting something, and you feel like you may not get there financially, or people that you have to shut out in order for you to get there, just know that your foundations are going to be extremely strong at the end of this, because you've got the King of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles, you could be saving money, you could be holding back on your money, and that may have caused a little bit of conflict as well. But it's like I kind of get the feeling here that you're fearful as well. You're scared to be financially depleted. But with the King of Pentacles there, it's very much telling me that you will get there. Okay, you will get there. And what's the advice for Taurus, please, source? Let's get some advice for you, for my beautiful Tauruses. One more shuffle if nothing comes out. Thank you. Taurus, there's that Scorpio energy. It's time to let things go. Release whatever this is. Okay, yeah, look after yourself. Queen of Pentacles. Put yourself first. look after yourself, let things go. Change is inevitable. It's uncomfortable, but it's there for us to grow. It's there for us to reach our highest potential. And with that chariot there, I feel like Source is really, really pushing you, and the universe is kind of trying to push you along, as to say, come on, Taurus, this is the direction you need to go in. Stop being stubborn. Four of Pentacles is also a stubborn energy. If I know I'm right, and I'm not going to change, which okay, but why else would they advise you to let things go that just don't serve you anymore, that are holding you? You don't need to be the one that sorts out the family problems. You don't need to be the one that dedicates and sacrifices their life in order to hold up everybody else. You don't need to do that anymore, Taurus. Take care.